Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are not new and this lighting is way off, my apologies in advance. I'm trying something new with the lighting. We're gonna see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm going back to what I was doing before. Anyway, we've gathered here today to talk about Monat, Monet, bullshit? I don't know. However you say it. Everybody says it differently. Oh, I'm rambling already. So we're gonna get into a Monat opportunity call. But first, of course, we need this disclaimer. Okay, now that that is out of the way, we have one more piece of housekeeping that we need to get through. And if you are not new here, you know that you can go to the bar at the bottom of the screen here and skip to the chapter where it says reaction starts here. Or you can go to the description and find the timestamp where it says reaction starts here. If you are new here, please give this a listen at least one time. I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals that I am reacting to in this video. This video was posted publicly for the general public to consume. However, this does not mean that I am encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful messages or mean comments. That is never the intention of my content. Please don't do that. Leave these people alone. My content is meant to be educational, but most of all, entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the into this opportunity call.
Welcome everybody to this opportunity call. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Kiki Banks. I want to welcome you, me and my friend Ashley Rodriguez. We're on here to invite you guys to this opportunity. Me, before I found out what all of this was, I had no idea that this even existed, except like in a dream I might have had, or in a notebook I might have wrote something down on. So it's definitely important for me to get it out there to more people, because this might be something that you would be interested in. Like I said before this, like I started out more so in the cosmetology and esthetician fields when I went into college after high school. In high school, I had any kind of job from like working at a coffee shop to working retail. And in college, I tried to become like a MAC girl. I was working at MAC. I thought that would kind of work with what I was going on with cosmetology. And it actually ended up kind of jading me a little bit to the retail sales industry, because they were really so much about pushing product on people more so than what the products were doing for the people. So I was kind of like, maybe MAC isn't the job for me.
I'm trying to figure out, I'm hoping that she'll explain if she finished school to get her cosmetology license or if she dropped out. Like, I don't know the deal there. If you've never seen one of my reaction videos, I've said it before in the past, I do not watch the full video before I'm actually reacting. So I don't know her full story yet, but I don't understand why you would, instead of going and actually getting your cosmetology and hairdressing or barber license, or even getting trained in makeup, why you would abandon that career path and take the MLM, network marketing pyramid scheme, in my opinion, career path instead. It doesn't make sense to me.
Does not compute. Does not compute.
While I understand very much so, because I am a licensed cosmetologist and barber and I practiced for 7 years, I understand the demand and the hours can be a little bit too much. It was for me at the time, but I just don't see where joining an MLM is going to be better than doing that. Why? This isn't sustainable. You're in a pyramid. And also, just to add, while you might not be pushing the products on people when you're in Monat or Monet, I don't know, guys. I'm just going to say it. However it comes out of my mouth when I say it is how it's coming out of my mouth. So while you might not be pushing the makeup products that MAC pushes on people, according to her, that's what she said, you are in fact instead pushing this bullshit business opportunity, as we're seeing you do right here in this opportunity call, instead of that. And that to me is even more cringy, because you could just be throwing your money away on this quote unquote business instead of actually buying good makeup products. And I'd rather somebody try to push products on me than try to push a business opportunity that I have to pay for with no guaranteed return on investment or income, nothing like that.
But when I joined cosmetology and esthetician, I got my license and I started doing more freelance work, getting jobs all over the place, making lots of money. Like I would do like, multiple girls in one day and I'd get paid anywhere between like 300 to like $3,000 a person or per look. So money was just coming in, but it was not fulfilling. Like even the artwork that I was producing, it was kind of just like,
I would like proof of that. $300 to $3,000 per person? Are you working the runway at Fashion Week? Ma'am, I know what cosmetologists and makeup artists get paid for freelance work. And unless you're like in Fashion Week, in Paris, in LA, then those numbers are not realistic for a cosmetologist, for a hairdresser, for a barber, for a makeup artist, any of those things. So I'm curious if she might be bending the truth a little bit. I mean, we would go out to wedding parties and do on-site hair and makeup, and I think it would be like anywhere from $75 for on-site, for specifically on-site, so you would charge a little bit extra. It would be like $75 to $150 per head. So I need to know more. Where are your receipts? If you're gonna make those types of claims that you were making this kind of money and then left for Monat, you probably want to provide some kind of backing to what the claims you're making.
like getting printed in Vogue Mexico kind of was like, oh, this is tight, but then it was kind of like, who does that help? Me? Like how? And then what? Like it's just lost in a magazine unless I open it on my coffee table. So it kind of like the money wasn't adding up to me. It wasn't mapping into what it was doing for other people and what it was doing for me. So I kept looking for something else. I started taking the money that I was making and investing it into doing production and helping artists. And then I noticed that I was able to help more people that way through art and music. And that was so much more fulfilling. And then I currently own my own business, a vintage clothing company, boutique online, where I've had to make my own website, create my own inventory, do all my own backlogging, sending, shipping, receiving, talking to people. I'm the customer service. I'm everybody. And it's a lot of shoes to fill for one person.
That's what it's actually like when you legitimately own a business and you're not just walking around saying you own a business when you in fact just bought into somebody else's business, which is not your upline. It is actually going to be the CEO of the company. Now, this separate business, she obviously does own, so props to her for that, for at least having an actual business and doing the hard work to do that.
Especially when you're doing stuff like developing artists and stuff like that. But it goes hand in hand, fashion and music. I'm styling people. I have fashion around me all the time. I'm working in the industry. So it kind of goes hand in hand for me. When I was on touring, I was taking photos because being with an artist and touring with an artist, because I sing backup and do DJ for Blake Banks, my fiance, I noticed that my skin and my hair from these products that I was using was not giving me results. And little did I know that I was going to find an opportunity in a product that I was consuming already, that I was going to change my life without changing much of anything. You know what I mean? And I started, a friend of mine, I was watching her Instagram while on tour, and I noticed that her hair got a little better. But what I noticed was that she was posting more and she was more vibrant and she was out there. And I was like, wow, I love this for her. What changed for her that was putting her out there? And she was like, it's my hair. My hair is so much more pretty that I just feel like I want to show everybody. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm actually looking for some results, but I kind of like, I've tried everything. Like I didn't, I kind of was jaded by it. I've tried everything. I have my cosmetology license. Like I can buy anything. I can try anything. Like, how is this different? One day she posted a product that was different. And I was like, I need that. She got me because the results made me do my homework on who is this company that made this magic product and what are these results. Then the results led me to the opportunity, this family owned and operated business. And it opened up so much for me, like so many dreams that I had and so many possibilities, especially being on tour. When I saw this, I completely like it just gave me this opportunity. I see all these people who come from like poor towns in like Detroit, Michigan, or like in the middle of Utah in like a dust bowl in Kansas, like, and they have nothing, little to nothing sometimes. And it's scary. And they look at me and like, sometimes I walk into a small little taco shop and I have my YSL bag and they look at me like, I ain't never seen one of those. Oh, is that real? And I'm like,
fucking what? Just stop, ma'am. While you're ahead, stop, stop, stop. I just have no words, you guys. We're probably on the same page, though. We'll just continue on, I guess. Oh my God. No, what? Speechless. This is the point of this video where I am speechless, I guess.
you know, I've even asked them, like, do you guys have any, like, you know, at a thrift store, do you guys have any designer brands like Chanel? They're like, honey, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, you don't know what Chanel is? Like, what decade are we living in? So, like, they obviously.
Some people don't give a fuck. Some people don't give a fuck about Chanel, YSL, Gucci, none of those things. Like, we're here to live a life. We don't all have to know every brand, every label behind everything. It's so fucking unimportant. Welcome to the fucking real world, I guess. I don't know.
We are not, you know, we're not in the same category. I grew up in a different background, a different environment. I'm interested in different items even.
I'm rich, bitch!
But where we connect at is that they're looking at me like, I obviously see that you make money, you do something the way you're put together. I like that. I want that for me. What do you do? People, what do you do? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? That's the number one question in LA. And a lot of people are looking for, what can you do for?
Well, she's in LA, so there's our answer. That's why she's making that much money doing hair and makeup.
For me, more than what do you do for yourself? How can you help me? But they don't say that. They say, what do you do for you? How are you doing it for you? So I was looking for what I could offer these people. Like, how can I help these people who are missing teeth?
What the f?
How can I help these people who need to feed their kids? How can I help these people who wish they could put their son in guitar lessons so they could do something like Blake does? Like, how?
Missing teeth. Missing teeth. How do I help the people who are missing teeth? Monat. What? What? No. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. If somebody's missing teeth, it doesn't even necessarily mean that they don't have money. It just might mean that they're missing teeth. Literally could be all that it means. What the But if for whatever reason they are missing teeth because of their financial situation, spending money to join a pyramid scheme, in my opinion, like Monat, is not going to magically make things better for them and make it so they can go and get their teeth fixed. What world are we living in?
How can I give them this answer? How can I partner them with something that I can back and I can sleep at night with? What do I do in my life that I can give them? And this is something that, like, honestly, like I said, family owned and operated. And that's how we are, Blake and me. Like, we're on the road, family owned, operated. I grew up in a setting where my family owned their own business, owned and operated. And they said something, it's really like add water, instant family.
Come again? What? Add water, instant family. Except to this instant family, you have to add money. And when you take yourself out of the equation, if you say don't want to be a part of the company Monat anymore, then your instant family is instantly gone. So just think that through before you add water and get your instant family.
So for me, like, finding this company and then being family owned and operated and oriented and welcoming me as a market partner, even though they don't know me, as a family member, because, you know, I added water. It is what it is. Like, everywhere I go.
No, you didn't add water. You added money. You bought a join kit. You paid to join the company. That was it.
So now there's market partners across the US and all across different countries. I always have a friend. I always have a family member that I can reach out to and make content with, hang out with, talk to, lean on, find support from, share something with, invite them to something, build something with them. It's a huge step up to my network, because my network is my net worth. And when I said yes, I didn't realize the type of family that I was joining and the opportunity that I actually got from it. And that's what I want to share with everybody.
I don't even know how I'm gonna how am I going to top that?
Girl, honestly, everything that you do is something that I aspire to do and be. Like, I want to be a good mother one day. I want to have a huge tribe one day. I want to be able to say that I am a good mother, and I want to reach out to mothers and appeal to them because of who I am. And that's something when I see you, like, I feel like everything that you're doing as a mom and a tribe of 7, like it aspires, like I aspire to be that. I travel a lot. I do all these things that it looks glamorous, and I'm trying to live that, like, fast money, glamorous life in the entertainment business. But really, what at the end of the day, I want my life to look like yours. You know what I mean? People don't always think that when they look at me.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kiki. My name is Ashley. I've known Kiki since high school. She was one of my first friends. I was the new girl at school, and she was one of my first friends. And I wasn't aware when I became a market partner that Kiki was doing this until another high school friend told me. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I got to connect with her. We got to link up and join forces and all the things. So
I just threw up a little.
Link up, join forces, and all of the things. We just heard 3 of the top MLM phrases that make us cringe.
I can't wait for Kiki to come to Texas and link up and do all the things. But a little background about me is I'm a wife to a paramedic. We just moved from sunny California to hot, humid Texas. It's a whole different country here, you guys. I'm saying y'all and all that stuff.
Also, there's people with no teeth. I'm still reeling from that comment.
It's a whole different country is what I like to say. We've been here for a year and a half almost. That's so crazy to even say. We have a tribe of 6. We have 4 girls and 2 boys, and they keep us busy. We travel with sports. We have our 2 boys playing volleyball. Our 2 boys are playing football. My one son, actually both of my sons now are playing tackle football. That's so crazy to say. And they keep me busy. So if you're thinking about doing this and you're like, I'm too busy, I can't do this, like I have too much on my plate, there is always room to add more to the plate. And what I always tell people is, you work this business does not work you. I am a licensed phlebotomist. I could get a job right now in Texas. I have job offers, but I say no because I'm not going to pay my whole paycheck for somebody else to raise my tribe when I'm blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. I know stay-at-home mom is not for everybody. Not everybody has that opportunity, but I do. So I'm taking it and I'm running with it. And I just had a heart-to-heart with my husband that once my baby is in school full-time, I don't have to go to work, but he suggests that I do something with my life. So maybe I might go to work, or maybe I just might stay home and soak up the quietness. Who knows?
Okay, let's make a point here. She mentioned or insinuated that anybody can make time for this, where that's not the truth at all. Everybody, yes, has the same 24 hours in a day, right? That's just science. But that doesn't mean that everybody has the ability to move things around and give them the time to work the business like this individual does, who is able to stay at home with her children because her husband works a full-time job with a decent paycheck. So those things are very different. And I hate seeing that individuals in this position where they are able to be more flexible, to be a stay-at-home mom, to do the things that they want to do aside from having to go to work a job, being blind to the whole construct of time. Some people have to go to work full-time to make things work, to make ends meet, especially in this economy. It's a mess. And to try to convince these people who are on this opportunity call that they can do it because she does it is total bullshit to me. Most of the people on this call are probably most likely working a traditional job where they go to work 8 to 3, 9 to 5, overnights, whatever it is, and they have to do that to keep their family afloat, and they might be looking for something to give them an extra income, and this is not the way to go because they're likely going to not only not make the money back that they spent to join Monat, but they're likely never even going to turn a profit from it. The statistics are there. It's on the FTC website, which is always linked in my description for you to refer to if you're ever thinking like, is an MLM the right move for you? In my opinion, it's the wrong move for anybody.
But I found the products first. My oldest daughter has really curly hair. It's not as tight as my curl, but it's still wild and crazy. She has a really dry scalp, so I was looking for something. And if you are multiracial, if you are curly girl hair, you know that curly girl hair products are wildly expensive, and the bottles are like this big and they don't last very long. So imagine 4 girls, all types of curly hair, texture, curl pattern, however you want to say it. And I was tired of spending $25 on one product that wasn't doing nothing. Her dry, flaky scalp was still there no matter if I washed it every day, once a week, once every 10 days, it was still there. So I was needing something else. So long story short, I saw a fellow, honestly, I don't even know how I came across my upline. I saw her on social media, and I already had a sticky taste in my mouth about Monet. Let's just say that. But I saw she was posting all the time. She was consistent. She was educating, and I think that's the key, is you have to educate, not just throw up this and throw up that. Like, you really have to educate, and she was. So
you can't educate on something that you never were educated on yourself. Sure, you might have some bullshit training videos in the Monat back office library, but it does not equate to receiving an education from an accredited school to be a hairstylist, a barber, a makeup artist, a nail tech, a cosmetologist, whatever it is. It doesn't equate to that. I know there's people out there that are going to disagree with me, but as somebody who is a licensed cosmetologist and barber, I cannot get behind somebody saying that they can educate or they are educated in this area, because you can cause severe injury to somebody. And I know people don't think that's true because we're not cutting people open. We're not doing any of those things, but we're dealing with chemicals, right? Everything is a chemical, but we're dealing with these chemicals that are mixing together, that are going on the skin, that people have reactions to. You have to know different things to help your clients, to answer their questions. And joining an MLM like Monat, it's not going to give you those things that you need to actually understand that you are liable for somebody's health. Like I said, even though you're not cutting somebody open, you're giving them chemicals and telling them that they can use it or they can put it on their skin and this is going to work for your hair because I know it is. That is not the same as actually being educated and being able to educate somebody in this area. So can we stop that narrative? Thank you and good night.
Decided to give it another try. I was a loyal VIP for 2 years before I decided, like, hey, we're in Texas now. Like, let me stay home with my tribe and bring in income. No, I don't want to retire my husband. Like, that is not the goal here. He actually loves his job now. And my goal, my dream, my vehicle with this is to bring him home so he doesn't have to work overtime. There is that one day a month where he does, it's mandatory, but other than that, like, I get all emotional because I want my kids to have that dad there when he's not working and saving other people, because growing up, my dad was not present up until like my teenage years. So I want my cousin to be present to help raise the kids and be a present dad. I'm not saying now that he's not, but I want more of that. Let's get that straight. He is a dad. He does all the dad things. He does all of it. But that's my goal. So I'm gonna wrap it up by saying you could be a mom, you could be a wife, you could be a woman, a man that washes their hair, but it's 2023. We all need that extra stream of income, regardless of what it is. However you want to bring in that extra stream of income, you need it. But I will say that I've been in the direct sales for almost 5 years now, and Monet is different. Like in capital letters, bold print, it is different. The comp plan, the products, the community, the resources, and all of that, it's totally different. So it's $199. You get everything that you need to be successful. So just take that leap, invest, and what? The worst thing is you have beautiful hair. Like that's the worst thing. So throwing it back to you, Kiki.
Definitely.
It's only $199, where you're also at the same time preaching that we need another stream of income to afford a life. But give me $200 before you start even seeing that income. If you see it, it's just a possibility, a small possibility at that you will see an extra stream of income. But give me $200, please, now, so my team can grow and I can make more money.
I mean, like you said, the investment is only $199, and you get that back in products. You get a website, you get somebody who's taking care of your back office set up for you, someone who's sending your emails out for your newsletter, sending them out the sales, creating the sales for you, doing all of this work. If you were to do that on your own, creating a website alone on the low end is $500, and then maintenance on top of that, you pay yearly fees, you pay monthly fees. You're going to pay somebody who's creating your graphic artwork, you're creating somebody who's maintaining it, somebody who uploads your products, someone's taking product shots. All of these things are done for you. So, I mean, like I said, someone who owns their own business and has to do all that themselves, someone who said that they were too busy and didn't have time to do this, when I saw that all of that was done for me, really paying the $199 that I was already going to pay for these products anyway was a no-brainer, because I've made more than that back in less time than it took me to order. So
I've said this before, but there's so much more that goes into that, as far as her being able to recoup her investment and sell the products. First of all, show the receipts that you actually did that. Secondly, your network is probably larger than most of the people you're speaking to on this call, because she's in LA. She's been doing hair and makeup for a long time. She has a fiance who is a DJ, and they travel around. She has access to more people, to talk to more people, to do all of these things, right? And I'm not making an excuse for people who don't have that, but you can't, when you're pitching this opportunity, you can't be naive to the fact that people who are without teeth in the middle of Dust Bowl, Kansas, her words, not mine, definitely don't have the same network that she has. And this is just regular business shit that you look into when you're starting a business. She should know that because she has a business.
The consumable products equal residual income. There is no shortage of people buying products that they want to take care of themselves, especially with the beauty industry, especially when you have to look your best no matter what business you're in, no matter what you're doing. If this is just something to add income for you or to pay for the products, because beauty products are expensive, like everybody washes their hair, everybody washes their face. So this is something that you could do just to pay for your beauty habit, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's really an opportunity that is up to you and is what you make of it.
Yeah, I fully agree with that 100%. So if you've been watching either of us and you've been wondering, like, could I do this? The answer is yes, you can do this. There are, on both of our teams, on both of our communities, there are step-by-step ways on how to work this business without being on your phone 24/7 and making money while you sleep, basically. So if you've been thinking about this, you've been wondering, contact them, either of us, if you have any more questions, and we will gladly be an open book. We have nothing to hide here. Like, there's nothing to hide whatsoever, and we will help you partner with one of us and start having all the fun that we're having. So
definitely, we cannot wait to work with you. And Just think about this. You already made $1,000 investment on your phone that's in your hand or that you're watching this on your computer. It's time to make more money for you. Hit us up, guys. We can't wait to invite you into the team. Let's have some fun.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you on our social medias. We'll see you later. Can't wait to hug you.
Bye.
Bye.
You already made $1,000 investment in your phone, so why not pay $200 to join a pyramid scheme? Where's the logic in that? There is none. There is none. So a little housekeeping here. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, I'm going to make sure it's linked in the description. It's also linked on my main channel page. Make sure you're following me over there so that you know what's going on with my channel. I recently posted a story over there that kind of explained why I haven't been posting as much. My house is on the market and life is lifing and things are happening. There are things going on in my personal life that have caused me to slow down a little bit. I'm trying to pick things back up as we level out here, but with my house being on the market, there will be a move soon. So trying to get ahead of the times. And I actually just posted a story today that I said I'm filming 4 videos right now. If you're following me over there, long story short, you'll know what's happening. You'll know where I am with filming, what's coming up, and all those things. And with that housekeeping said, my next 4 videos will not have TikTok hates your bullshit, and I'm so sorry. I'm just, like I said, trying to catch up, and it does take a little bit of time to weed through TikToks and Instagram Reels and all of those things to get those for each of my videos, but I will be bringing them back after these 4 videos, I promise you. I know a lot of people like those, and they skip to them, and they want to watch the videos just to see the TikTok hates your bullshit. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. I love doing this segment, but 4 videos, no TikTok hates your bullshit. If you like this video and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you want to. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.